I am super excited today because I am leaving Hanoi and heading out to Lan Ha Bay, where instead of taking the more typical cruise that a lot of people do around Lan Ha Bay and Ha Long Bay, I'll be spending the next few nights on a floating homestay.
So right now I am currently at a rest stop about halfway between Hanoi and the city of Haiphong. And we're about halfway on the first bus journey to Cat Bar Island. And it's been quite interesting just seeing some of the Vietnamese countryside outside of Vietnam. Because so far all of my impressions of Vietnam have been Hanoi, so it's really good to start to see more of the rest of Vietnam than just what we see in the capital city. But so far we're about halfway there on the bus ride, though in terms of the total time to get there I'm probably not halfway yet, because once we finish on this bus I've got another ferry and then another bus, and then after that I have to take another boat to get to my final place. Now, I mean, if you've seen the thumbnail you probably already know where I'm going, but yeah, I'm super excited to be going this place, and Ant almost just walked on my shoe. But yeah, so it's been a decent journey so far, but I'm excited to get there and truly enjoy Lan Ha Bay, because if you've heard of Ha Long Bay, then Lan Ha Bay is basically just like Ha Long Bay, so really excited for this, and it's such a unique place that I'm staying, so I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
The bus dropped me at Bien Bio Harbour on the southeast of Cat Bar Island, and there I met a few fellow travellers who were also going to the same Airbnb as me, and together we took a boat which took us into Lan Ha Bay and towards the floating house. Lan Ha Bay is located just to the south of the much more famous Ha Long Bay, and the two are pretty similar in terms of the scenery there, although Lan Ha Bay is much less well known than Ha Long Bay, so as a result it's much less touristy, but it has been becoming more popular in recent years. Okay, and to show you a better view out my window, here we go. Look at that. So I didn't have the best night's sleep last night. I mean, that's nothing to do with the houseboat or anything, it's just because I'm kind of bad at sleeping in new places sometimes, and it didn't help that this place has no curtains, which meant I woke up a lot earlier than I normally would have done, so I've had less hours sleep than usual, but I mean, I can't really complain because that is a great view to wake up to.
So yeah, I'm kayaking. I mean, I can't just one-handed video myself, but this is the first time in my life I've gotten in a kayak and pedalled out onto the water like this. So yeah, I mean, of all the places to do it though, this isn't a bad place. Wow, what an amazing place this is. It's completely different when you're in the water. Okay, and one of the first things I'm learning about kayaking is just how tiring it is. I mean, I don't know if that's because I'm in a two-person kayak and there's just one of me, but the place I'm staying doesn't have any one-person kayaks, so it was either this or nothing. So yeah, I mean, I'm just not exhausted, but so I'm already worn out from paddling, and I've come quite far considering I'm on a kayak, I guess, but this isn't that long in terms of walking distance, but kayaking, I guess it's much, especially for my first time. But I'm just paddling around and trying to see what there is really. I mean, I know they've given us a map to show us some of the area. The only issue is it's really difficult to read it in proportion to where everything is. Like, they're using like the various karst style mountains that are coming up out of the water. But trying to pinpoint which one is which on the map is extremely difficult. So I'm kind of just relying on my general sense of direction to know where I've gone and how to get back to where I came from really. And one other thing is, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a wake from a boat coming in right now, so every time it does, it rocks the kayak back and forth a bit. So yeah, I gotta deal with that. Whoa, and that was a big one. Jesus, bloody hell. But yeah, so I'm now going up and down, and I better turn into this to make it a bit easier. Where's this coming from anyway? Better. The kayak feels a bit more stable now, so yeah. Well, gotta keep going. So the kayaking was really fun for a while, and it was honestly such an exciting thing to do in such an exciting place of the world, but it really did wear me out pretty quickly, since again I'm one person kayaking and I'm kayaking in a two-person kayak, so yeah, I don't think it was designed to be rowed by one person, so I think it was a lot harder than it could have been. But I don't think I'll be doing kayaking a lot in the future. I mean, definitely won't be a new hobby, but I do hope that at some point in the future I'll have a chance to kayak in a one-person kayak, so that I can at least, you know, try it out in a kayak that's designed for just one person. So hopefully that will be a lot easier to handle and deal with. So, but yeah, I'm back at the floating house now, and I mean, I'm quite happy to spend the rest of the day here, which I will be doing, but I mean, it's so easy to anyway, because we're in the middle of nowhere. There's no internet, you know, there's only a little USB charger. It really is a place to switch off from the rest of the world in a way, and it's just so easy to just
sit in a hammock and do nothing. It's just really peaceful here, and honestly, I'm just so glad I came to this place, because even though again I'm not doing much here, just being here is, it's just brilliant to be here and just experience this part of the world and slow down in such a way that you normally don't do when you're travelling. So it's just gone 5:30 in the morning, and a whole bunch of us have just woken up so that we can see the sunrise, because it's about to come over the horizon over there. And honestly, this is one of the first sunsets I've purposely woken up early to see, so I'm really excited to see this, and especially in such a place such as this.
Like they say, no.
That is a big one. Oh. That is a big one.
You are the man.
I wonder what species that is.
Yeah. Big fish.
Reminds me of the one last night where it was just left on the floor and we were all crowding around it. So I've got about an hour now until the boat comes that will take me back to Cat Bar Island, and then from there I take a bus to the other side of Cat Bar Island. Then from there I take a ferry back to mainland Vietnam, and then from there I have another bus all the way from there to Hanoi. So I've got another long day of travel ahead of me, and then tomorrow I'm off again from Hanoi down to Ninh Binh, which I'm really excited about because it's often referred to as the Ha Long Bay on land. And I mean, technically I'm in Lan Ha Bay, but I mean, they are pretty similar in terms of the style, so I'm really looking forward to going down there and experiencing Ninh Binh for myself. And
I am kind of sad to be leaving here because honestly I've really enjoyed my time here and I'm so glad I came because honestly watching the sunset and sunrise this morning, and it was just amazing, and it's one of those moments that I will honestly remember for the rest of my life. And yeah, I mean, I'm sad to be leaving, but hey, I've got a lot to look forward to, so I've got no regrets. Gee, it's a lot harder getting on than it is getting off.
And with that, it was time to leave this beautiful corner of the world and return to civilization. I was honestly really sad to be leaving this amazing place, but at the same time, I'm so happy that I went there because in my whole life I've never stayed somewhere as beautiful as this. For anyone who's interested, I'll leave a link to the Airbnb in the description. But if you are going to go here, I would definitely recommend bringing your own food and drink, as they only give you one meal each day, and you will also be paying extra money in order to pay for transport here, so that is something you need to be aware of. But I will definitely recommend this to anyone who is going to Vietnam. The past 2 days are some that I will remember for the rest of my life, and I am honestly so grateful that I got to see this amazing piece of our world.